just recently. So he is a man to get people out. This has been hoisted away. Ah, there's the first maximum, courtesy of the captain, Tamim.
Yeah, it looks to be in really good touch. Wasn't fantastic touch against England. Spoke about the way he got his 100, but take nothing away from this shot. Once again, it's shimmy down the track, into the zone, and out she goes all the way. First 6 of the tournament comes from the bat of Tamim Iqbal. Excellent piece of timing as well. Now you get to decide. It just shows that even if you're pre-decided, you can still pick up a boundary. This is good cricket, very good cricket. Picking up a single after hitting a 6. Beautifully done from Tamim Iqbal. He moves on to 23 of 18 deliveries. He's got a good start here.
Wonderful follow through when he really wants to go for it. Look at that. That extension got the 1 wood out. Didn't get all of it. But I tell you what, it's not the smallest boundary in the world here at the Sri Bangla National Stadium. They've got enough of it. Smith, and he's going to be watchful. That angle of Sahel.
I think what's good from that shot from Tamim Iqbal was he wanted to hit it dead straight over the bowler's head. There is even if you don't time it perfectly, and if you get it over the top of the infield, you still stay safe. That's what you want to do as a batsman. Try to hit into the way. Excellent stuff from Tamim Iqbal. It's a really good start. Very good over. So far the biggest, already 11 runs in this over. Still go on a steal a single. Good running. 12.
BPL underway. Not quite getting hold of that one. I've got a pretty good start after 5 overs 32, which is a pretty good run rate. And we've got Imad Wasim, the Pakistani, gave away 11 runs in his first over. We've got to get it all together again. Just changing his field around at the moment. Still within the power play, the last over of the power play, allowing only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And they're settled down, so at Imad, here we go. Reach for it, up in there. There's a chance of a catch here. Fielder coming underneath that one. He's dropped it. Oh my goodness. That looked simple enough, but unfortunately, the catch was dropped. A huge life given to Tamim. And interesting, Shaman Ghosh is alongside me. He's going to talk to you about that, but just after this delivery is bowled.
Yes, thank you, Shamim sir. It's a pleasure to be here and welcoming everybody to BPL edition 4. And this is match day 1 finally. And it was an interesting delivery. It was the top edge, but missed it. The catch was dropped. There we can see, yes, it was the number 12. Nahidul is the man who dropped the catch. It was the captain's wicket, Tamim Iqbal, the danger man.
Oh yeah, it survived, and really at this level you need to take those catches, and unfortunately there's a man that's going to play on his mind, that dropped catch. Bang! Goes after it, and there's a fielder there, post up right down his throat. That is the first wicket down. Dwayne Smith just trying to tonk it away over long on, only holding out to deep mid-on.
Yes, it was a short delivery, hitting over long on with power, but not enough. With the man there, I think it was Shoaib Malik, was it? No, Mohammad Sharif was there, taking the catch and long on off Dwayne Smith. There goes the first wicket, 36 for 1, Chittagong Viking.
In the power play, He's just only got that single ball to face of this over. Successful over for Imad so far. And that was an armor, went straight through. Troubled the batsman. Good over from Imad. So the fielders can be placed in the deep. Down the wicket, gives him the charge. He's not going to settle him down. It was not too far from the fielder, but it's evaded him and gone to the deep extra cover boundary for 4 runs.
Absolutely made it a full toss for himself. Hit it hard, even though the fielder touched it in the cover region. Still rushed away to the boundary for 4. There we could see the replay. Absolutely smashed it away.
Well, Tamim is not going to allow young Naidul on his debut to settle down, that's for sure. Going after him straight away. Oh, that's a good delivery, good comeback delivery. Just cramped him for space ever so slightly. And Tamim equal to the task and just stroking it away to amble a single.
Yes, we're seeing the replay of the wicket. Dwayne Smith hitting the ball. And there's the catch of Imad Wasim. Frustrated there, Dwayne Smith.
It's quite a mix that over from Imad Wasim. He was turning some balls, some was getting through, some were not coming up at the pace the batsman expected. And again, this time Nahidul seems to get the thickish outside edge of the bat. He's got hands on head, and that's quite encouraging for the bowlers. Previous commentators were talking about maybe the wicket still not as dry as we're used to the Mirpur ground because of so much rain in the air for the last few days. So not enough time to flatten out as yet, but still playing reasonably truly. Tucked around the corner. Did he get a part of the bat on that? I think he has. Going through for at least a couple of runs, and they decide that's going to be enough.
Yes, it was on the legs, glanced it away quite comfortably. 2 easy 2 runs. Oh, leg bite. Yes, 2 runs, leg bite there for Chittagong Vikings. 44 for 1.
Full toss, almost. Oh, he could have made it into full toss. Interestingly, that had a bit of loop, and it just seemed to drop a little shorter than Tamim initially anticipated. And what he had to do is change his shot. Initial thought was trying to hit it down the ground, but then that little bit of loop just brought it a little shorter in length. Down the leg side, that should be given as a wide. Yeah, umpire Sohail just extending his arms, getting a little bit of exercise. So here's to bowl another extra ball. Nahidul hasn't had the best of starts in his career. Down the leg side, trickled around the corner. Did he get a touch with the bat, or did he get a part of the pad? We'll have to wait and see if there's a signal from the umpire. They've got a couple of runs. No signal from the umpire. It's a new bowler he's facing now, the other captain. Down the wicket, gives him the charge. Not quite getting hold of it. Still finding the gap between cover and extra cover. And it's gone through for 4 runs. Didn't quite middle it, but there was enough in it to take it away from the fielders.
Yes, Tamim Iqbal there taking it on the other captain down the wicket. Made it a half volley for himself. And a great shot. And as Shamim sir mentioned, it wasn't off the middle of the bat, but still went to the boundary.
He's a little disappointed. He thought that might have gone to hand. That's the emotion of the crowd. Lovely. That's Calypso style shot from Tamim Iqbal, just raising the right knee and swiveling around. And a single. He's enjoying himself, and he must ride his luck. He's been given a life early in his innings, and he's got to ensure that he gives a good foundation to this innings, because once Tamim Iqbal is able to do that, the rest follow, and you can look at a big total at the end of the 20 overs. Fields are all going to different places. Let's see, there's a change. There's a fielder coming into the mid-off region. The fine legs drop back to the boundary. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fielders patrolling the boundary area. No one close. Mashraf Murtaza will depend on, I think, some variations of pace more than anything else. It's pretty accurate, Maybe try to bowl some cutters, slow things down. Down the leg side, deviating in line, and it's a void again.
I think the left and right hand batting combination there in the pitch is bothering the comilla Victorian bowlers there. Even in the last over, we saw some of the deliveries going on to the leg side, and saw a replication of that in the last delivery from Mashrafi Mortaza.
Interesting. Oh, no is the call. If there's a quick pickup and throw. Oh dear, there's an opportunity. Now these things have to be sorted out. Anamal Haq Bijoy and Tamim Iqbal are not having their communications in order, and it can result in a wicket.
Absolutely misunderstanding there. Tamim Iqbal calling for the run, and Anamul Haq denying it.
And wisely too. There was no run in it, no, because it's gone straight to a fielder. Waits on it, doesn't quite time it. It's that element in the wicket where it's not coming on as well as the batsmen are anticipating, which makes them, when it comes off the back of a length, it puts them in two minds, whether to go forward or back, and then they have to hold their line. And in the process, they're not allowed to free their arms.
Yes, we can see the replay. There was a bounce there, and we have seen some deliveries which did not bounce that much. I think this is the pitch and the weather conditions in the past few days which made it a tricky toss to win.
Down the wicket, and the bowler saw him coming. That was pretty evident when Mashrafi shortened the length of the ball. You don't, as a batsman, you don't want to expose your intentions too early. If you want to make a move, you want to make it at the last moment available. But on that occasion, Anamul Haq dancing down the wicket, and wisely, Mashrafi Mortaza shortened the length and didn't allow him to free his arms.
Yes, especially when it's the Bangladesh T20 and One Day International captain. Mashrafi Mortaza has got a lot of experience under his belt, and he's been the most successful captain in BPL. Won all the previous trophies as a captain.
That's a lovely sight, isn't it? That angle looks so nice, the Cherry Bangla. Little push, and this time the calling is good, the running is good, and the throw is good. Now this is going to be interesting. You know, direct throws can be deceptive. Umpire Ranmo Martinez, is he going to go upstairs? He's waiting, and he does go up to the third umpire, the television umpire. Masudur Rahman Mukul is the third umpire. He's going to have a look at this. Let's have a look. It was a quick run taken. The calling was good. They're off in a flash. Some good fielding.
Absolutely right. We can see the replay there. Seems to be safe. And as it was being said, that good cricket all around.
Yeah, that's good running, and he made sure that he just dragged the bat in. He pushed the bat in. There's the throw. Good pickup. Directly, touch and go. Mashrafi stands his ground. Doesn't want to disturb the batsman run. But I think he's safe. You're right, Shawon. There we go. Better angle. That's the umpire. It's what you'd possibly be seeing. Should be not out. Let's wait and see. It'll go up in the giant screen there. The crowd waiting in anticipation. But as I said, it was good cricket. Good little push, run. Nazmul Hassan Chanto was the fielder who picked it up and made that good throw. Had only one angle to one stump to aim at, but the batsman, I think, is quite safe. There you go, confirmation of that. And that also ends the 8th over, 56 for. A little bit of a correction. Lost over the throw was Imrul Kais. We get a little bit of the wrong information. Sorry about that. Again, charge, up and under. It's going, and it's gone for the maximum. Another big one from the bat of Tamim Iqbal.
Yes, this guy is in superb nick. starting from the England series, crossed 5,000 ODI runs, got himself a century, and using his feet beautifully. The next ball hit away in the square region.
That is very good. After you hit a six, some batsmen tend to get carried away and want to go for another big one immediately after. But Tamim Iqbal, very, very nice. There's just a little deft angular bat to that one, opening the face and helping him to a single. Nahidul not getting any turn. We haven't seen either Imad Wasim or Nahidul really giving the ball any tweak at all. When you remember that the two test matches we've had in Chittagong and Dhaka, the pitches was turning square. And all credit to the groundspersons, Kamini Silva, the chief curator, in trying to make it into a batting track, or more batting conducive. Nice weight, deft little touch. Use the pace of the ball. Is the ball going to win the race? It is. Oh, it was a little bit of a football attempted there, but it should have gone down with its hands. A little bit lazy at the boundary, and he had to pay an extra run for that effort.
Yes, Marlon Samuels there again. It was cheeky from Tamim Iqbal, using the third man region. There we can see the replay. Played it very, very late, and with good result.
Oh yeah, and that can also be dangerous. You might just step on the ball, and that can injure you. Tuck around the corner. Tamim Iqbal with that single reaches his half century in only 32 deliveries. Wonderful batting prowess shown here by Tamim Iqbal, the captain of the Chittagong Vikings. And after 9, it's 69 for 1. Now what can Ashar Zaidi do? Not a very tall player. Sun's out. You can see from the sunglasses some of the players are wearing. Here we go. And it'll tuck around the corner. Well played, and a single result.
Yes, a single to Tamim Iqbal. The Chittagong Vikings captain, the man in form, and Anamul goes back to the strike. Ashar Zaidi, the man of the tournament last time around, is bowling. And sir, I think credit goes to the audience here. They've waited very patiently, especially when it was raining as per the previous schedule.
Absolutely right. Very patient. You need to be patient in cricket. Use the feet. Didn't quite get hold of that one. Straight to the fielder. So Anamul Haq hasn't really got into his groove as yet. 5 runs of 8 balls so far. And Ashar Zaidi, 11 matches, 215 runs. And that's last BPL for him. Down the wicket, that's what he's been striving for. And he almost hit it over the boundary. One bounce into the ropes. A nice looking shot from Bijoy.
Anamul Haq there, hitting it over the bowler's head. Great shot, hitting it straight off Ashar Zaidi. And I think there's another one off the cover region. The fielder there.
Now that is the difference between the approach of Tamim Iqbal and Anamul Haq. You see, Tamim Iqbal hit a 6 in the previous over. Then he paid respect to a better delivery. But Anamul Haq had it in his mind, seems to be premeditated to go down the wicket. He's lucky on that second occasion. Oops. Ashar Zaidi deciding not to release the ball at the last moment. Maybe it's slipping out of his hand. No reason for it. It's pretty dry here. But underneath that one a little bit and playing it, hitting it actually into the ground. So that the distance it would have traveled was not there, and it was directly to the fielder. It's been pretty tight so far. Again, wait and tuck around.
He's a dangerous player, Shoaib Malik. If he continues to bat the way he has batted, there's serious damage to Comilla. Now it's Anamul Haq up and over. 2 more. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Shoaib Malik played for Comilla Victorians last year. So he'll have a point to prove.
Yeah, and you think about proving a point. So aggressive. 247 T20s. And he can do that to you straight away. Wonderful exponent in this fast format. 12 done, 92.
Well, he's not afraid to bowl slower deliveries right from the word go. That's what he did in the last over, and he started with a slower. Well, time for us to go down to the Sheena.
Thank you, Athar. Well, it is getting hotter and hotter right here. BPL has kick-started, and I have with me, yes, Rashid Khan from Comilla Victorians. So, Rashid, first time playing. How are you getting along, and how's the team getting along?
Yeah, it's the first time for me being in the BPL, so feeling a lot better and enjoying it so far. Hopefully, we'll do best in this.
All right. How is the comradeship amongst the team members?
Yeah, it has been so good so far, you know, playing with the foreign players and getting experience from them. So it's a great opportunity for me to play with them and learn from them.
Amazing. Tell me, how do you feel about, what do you feel about the upcoming talent of Bangladesh? How is that getting along? How do you see that?
Yeah, it has been great so far. We have seen a lot of youngsters coming to the national team and playing some good cricket. So it's great to see some talents coming from the Bangladesh. So yeah, they have some good talents. Recently they played against England, so it's good for them and for the upcoming tournament of Bangladesh.
How's your captain?
Yeah, he has been great. He's such an amazing guy to play with him, and I'm feeling so proud to be with the one captain who is the best in Bangladesh. So feeling great to be with him, and he's a great guy.
He's a great guy and absolutely gets everybody together. And in the last 2 days, you've been up to a lot of practice?
Yeah, we had lots of practice, more than a match. You know, we had 8 or 10 days practice. So it has been raining days, so we enjoyed the practice days as well. The team combination is so good, so hopefully we will play some good cricket in the tournament.
Thank you so much for being with us. Well, that's all from here. It is getting bigger and better. Back to the com box. That's all for now.
Yes, Rashid Khan, the right-arm leg spinner from Afghanistan, the second player from Afghanistan to play in the BPL. Mohammad Nabi also playing in this tournament. Picked up 7 wickets, Danny, against Bangladesh in the 3 one-day internationals that Afghanistan and Bangladesh played. Economy rate of under 3.5 runs in an over. It was a treat to watch, and he can certainly do some serious damage, especially on these kind of surfaces, if he gets some assistance. So good to hear from him that he's been practicing. Upish, out into the vacant area. Well, in this over, the really good shot from Anamul Haq when Sheena was having a chat with Rashid Khan. Deft touch where he picked up a boundary, so it looks to be in good control. Anamul Haq, who's moved on to 20 of 17. He needs to play the leading role now because he's been batting for a while. 99 for 2 after 12.5 overs. Well, are they going to come back for the second? Yes, Shoaib Malik is very quick. And he has to be quick as well in the other end. Anamul Haq is back.
Side of the BPL and its history. Lucky charm. Oh, this is out, I reckon. Direct hit. Brilliant. Geez, we've seen some run-outs in the last couple of days in all forms of the game. Samuel's with the high fives all round. He's loving this and saying, guys, we've got the 3.
Yeah, if you look at the reactions from the field, they think that they've picked up Anamul Haq. Beautiful pickup. Easy. No problem whatsoever. He's not even in the picture. There he comes. Done and dusted. Another one bites the dust. That's a really good piece of fielding from Marnul Simons to send back Anamul Haq, who was looking good. Confirmation. He has to go back. Yeah. Coming is the non-striker. Short pulled away. There is the fielder in the deep. This all will be only a single. It's a great piece of fielding, especially when you see the way he was batting. He wanted to come back. The initial call was from Shoaib Malik, but what a reaction. Brilliant stuff from Marlon Simons. Good backing up, but Shoaib Malik was not interested. And the reason why, because he hit it straight to Marlon Simons. Initially, he shouldn't have called for the single, because what Anamulak was doing was trusting his partner's call. Can happen. Well, he needs to play a crucial role here, Shoaib Malik. If Chittagong Vikings are thinking to post more than 150.
Brilliant stuff from Samuels, because there's always been a little bit of criticism around that he's far too cool for school and that he's a bit laid back. But he certainly wasn't laid back there and laying back. He's out of the blocks. And quick as a flash, Marlon Samuels, gathered, flicked and released. Animal Haq back for an early shower. Lovely stuff. Wonderful deft touch from Shoaib Malik. Easy as you like. There's another boundary.
Well, we had rains for a couple of days earlier on, but take a look at that ball going onto the boundary so quickly. There is a man at deep third, had no chance whatsoever. It's beautifully played, late and fine. Lovely touch. And he raced away to the boundary. He moves on to 16 of just 10 deliveries. Another single. It's important that they keep rotating the strike. There will be opportunities for batsmen to pick up at the boundaries, but you really don't want to play dot deliveries, not at this stage of the game.
Yeah, 7 off and a wicket. Crucial wicket though. Animal Haq set and going sweetly. 22 off 18. Needed to go on for his side. Oh, did it carry?
Short delivery, slower bouncer, I would say.
It's like a tennis ball bounce, wasn't it? It was pretty short, but it didn't really climb. But it wasn't coming to Shoaib Malik at all. It waited a long time. Eventually threw his bat at it and could not really get any bat on ball. That's better onto him. Makes it easier for Shoaib Malik to swing it around, but only into the deep. But there's some protection.
Again, not hitting the bat. Shoaib Malik there. Batsmen still to come. Milan is the batsman to come. Zakir, Nabi from Afghanistan, the all-rounder. These are the batsmen still to come.
Lots more after that, but I'm sure they don't want the rest to come in. With these two in the middle, they're looking pretty solid in the middle. Short, and he lets it sail through. Intelligent. Sohail Tanvir is tempting them. You can see from the angle he's bowling, he's trying to make Zahrul Islam go off to the ball. Give it a little bit of a chase. The crowd's built up and hoping as evening progresses, second goal comes on, there'll be a lot more people in the ground. Enthusiastic support from both the sides here. Making room for himself. Bowler saw him moving to the onside and followed him. That shows your experience as a bowler. And detect, think and adjust accordingly.
Right before the delivery is bowled. 2 runs of this over till now. Mashrafi happy to give away the singles. And we're seeing fans, it's a working day, as Tamim sir mentioned before. Still, there's a good time.
We go into the whole tournament. But it's going to fall into no man's land. Very fortunate. Did not get hold of that at all. Bowling wide of the crease. Very intelligent from Sohail Tanvir, using the width of the crease and completely mistimed that one. Not
Deep this time. Not hitting the middle of the bat.
And I'd say fortunate because it was in the air for a while, but no fielders close by to take that catch. Wait again, intelligent bowling from Sohail Tanvir. They're thinking of a second run, they're going through quickly for it. Here comes the throw, but it's a little wild. And eventually it's safe. He's annoyed, the bowler, but going to be lucky. And the ball falls in no man's land from a miss it. Lucky shot.
Yet again, it's proving to be very, very difficult to time the ball today. Mohammad Sharif in for his last over. Bowling in. Shoaib Malik there, trying to hit straight over the aerial region. Thankfully not timing again.
I suppose if he timed it better, don't you? Full toss, but just dipping at the end, and he has to adjust his stroke and push it away for a single. It's been wonderful. The fan support here at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium is exemplary. This is one of the things that keeps the players rejuvenated, charged up, whether they're doing well or badly. The Bangladesh national team, the Bangladeshi fans are always there. Now a new concept with the Bangladesh Premier League coming in, you've got all the local teams and the local support. Look at that, the upper tier almost chuck up. Wait, this is intelligent stuff from Mohammad Sharif.
Going back to the fans, this stadium is known for an
Boxes the bowler and he gets inside that little scoop and off it goes to the boundary.
There's a slower delivery, marked this time from Darul Islam, waiting for the ball and hitting it over his own head and the keepers as well. Fine leg short there.
Yeah, like the Dill scoop, employed very much in the shorter formats of the game these days. You have the ramp shot over your head, sometimes over the slip set, and these scoops which normally tend to go down fine down the leg side. Now what's he going to come up with next? He tries a full toss. It's going straight into no man's land once again, and a couple of runs. Oh my goodness, the batsmen are lucky today.
Yes, there was a edge there of Sharif. Darul Islam looking to hit on the onside, top edge, and falling safe again.
Just into a shot, just a shade too early, because the ball is not coming on. The batsman not being allowed to really time the bat as nicely, as sweetly as they'd like to. And the intelligent Sharif also making a concerted effort to slow it down further. But what he's also doing well is to pitch it up and try and get it into those Yorker length areas. That makes it very difficult to batsmen, unless they are taking a bit of a risk and moving away to make room for themselves, to free their arms. There, and a movement, nice. He gets on top of it, just flicks it away, wide of the diving fielder at square leg, and it reaches the boundary now. It's a good way. They're a little bit lucky, Sohail Tanvir, into his last over, and again, he bowls that Yorker length ball right into the block hole, and only manages to squirt it away for a single. You can see the little bit of frustration now keeping into Shoaib Malik. He knew he needs to get a couple of boundaries at least in the last over, but he's been forced to take only a single. Intelligent stuff.
These sort of circumstances, what do you think goes on inside the batsman's head? Do you hit with all the power? Wait for the ball?
You've got to be a little selective. If it's an excellent delivery, you don't want to take a chance. And you want to make room for yourself like that. and play it away, but the fielder is going to come around and pick it up and restrict the batsman to just a couple of runs. But that was the thinking that he answered your question. What you do is, even with the straighter ball, you try to make room for yourself, try to find the gaps. He found the fielder there, but he still got 2 very important runs.
Yes, he did. The short delivery from Sohail Tanvir. It's cut away, smartly enough, for a couple of runs. Next ball.
Again, making room, just opening the face of the bat, but playing it directly to that fielder in the point region. So keeping it tight. Sohail Tanvir, with all his intelligence and his guile and his experience, playing to bear. You sometimes think, do the players give their all when they're going around the world playing in these formats? But when you're a player, you want to give your 100%, whatever format you're playing in, whatever country you're playing in, whatever team you're playing for. And you can see that from the way Sohail Tanvir has really blended in and has bowled some delightful deliveries. So 3 more deliveries to go in this innings. Pakistani to Pakistani. Short, but it was, I think, a little cramped for space. Shoaib Malik, did he get a bat to it, or did it hit his pads? No, I think got a part of the bat to it. No signal from the umpire.
5 so far from the 4 deliveries of this over. And speaking of Sohail Tanvir's experience, he was part of the 2007 T20 World Cup team of Pakistan.
Reach for that if you can. So tells the batsman, I'm going to deliver it wide of the stumps, because he almost reaches that side line, doesn't he? Almost cutting that side marker. And then he also bowls it pretty wide. Catch me if you can.
Yes. Bit of a Tom and Jerry game on the pitch. Speaking of the Chittagong Vikings captain, Tamim Iqbal, overall, the best years he has had, 2016 seems to be one of them. He scored 1928 runs overall in all the formats together.
Tries to get underneath that one. Takes it out. He's going to go for 1. Coming back for the 2nd. Here comes the throw. And that's all they're going to get off the last ball of the Chittagong Victoria.
ফ্রি লিখে এসএমএস করুন 5959 নম্বরে আর ফ্রি বেসিক্সের মাধ্যমে বিক্রয়.com, প্রথম আলো, bdnews24.com সহ অন্যান্য জনপ্রিয় ওয়েবসাইট ব্রাউজ করুন একদম ফ্রি।
ভ্যাসলিন জেলি খুব সাধারণ কিছু, কিন্তু তৈরি করতে পারে